Hello and good evening and welcome inside the Antelope Gymnasium on the campus of Grand Canyon University. I'm Kyle Borg alongside Luke Larkin for tonight's men's volleyball home opener between the Red Hawks of Benedictine University and the Lopes of Grand Canyon. And Luke, the Lopes have fared pretty well against the Red Hawks the past 3 seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. The Lopes have only lost 1 set in their history against the Red Hawks, but this Red Hawks team is a lot more confident. It's almost a brand new team in the sense of the way it's transformed over the last season. They finished second in the NAIA last season, and their senior outside hitter, Logan Adcock, said, we're not the underdogs anymore. We need to come out with pressure. We need to push back against these guys. We're going to start this season right. So it's going to be really exciting to see how they respond here in Antelope Gymnasium. It's just so small. It's so intimate. It's going to get real loud in here.
And we're going to throw it quickly to the court for starting lineups.
National champion runners-up, the Benedictine University Red Hawks. An outside hitter, a 6'2 sophomore, number 2, Charles Polnar. The libero is a 5'8 senior, number 3, Jesus Izaguirre. The center is a 6'3 senior, number 7, Jerron Jones. An outside hitter, a 6'2 senior, number 9, Logan Adcock. An outside hitter, a 6'9 junior, number 14, Bobby Hennig. A right side, a 6'5 junior, number 18, Wyatt Henson. And a middle blocker, a 6'4 senior, number 23, Devin Hill. This was the first match of the season for the Red Hawks. They play in the Golden State Athletic Conference. They're led by head coach Ray Lewis, assistant coaches Robert Esser and Clark Clement. All right, Bucks fans, it's a Friday night. It's the home opener. It's time for you to get up on your feet and make some noise. This is the starting lineup for your Grand Canyon University Antelope. An outside hitter, a 6'4 junior from Bolingbrook, Illinois, number 7, Jack Burns. From Izmir, Turkey, number 9, Onur Sukur. An outside hitter, a 6'5 freshman from Carlsbad, California, number 11, Christian Jenke. The libero is a 6'3 freshman from Santan Valley, Arizona, number 13, Paul Udall. At middle blocker, a 6'7 junior from West Palm Beach, Florida, number 18, Caleb Blazer. At opposite, a 6'5 senior from Annapolis, Maryland, number 20, Will Schroed. And at middle blocker, a 6'6 senior from Barnaul, Russia, number 24, Alex Schnevel. The Lopes are 1-2 on the season. They play in the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation. They are under the direction of head coach Matt Worley. Assistant coach, the former Antelope, Pete Smith. Graduate assistant Nathan Saunders. Special assistant to the head coach, Dennis Flowers. Officiating tonight's contest. On the ladder, Mr. Earl Peck. On the floor, Chief Director. Line judges Ryan Flaker and Alvin Otley. And once again, providing the in-game entertainment, the DJ of all DJs, Mr. Austin Forney. The Thundering Herd Pep Band, the GCU cheerleaders, and ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done so, please say hello to America's favorite mascot, Thunder!
And Luke, the Lopes come into this matchup 1-2 on the season, coming off a weekend 3-match stretch where they went 1-2, and one of those losses was to the defending champ, Long Beach State.
Yeah, they had a pretty good start to the season, getting invited to that invitational against the number 1 seed, Long Beach State, the number 10 seed, UC Santa Barbara, and of course they got a win on the weekend against number 11 Cal State Northridge.
And let's see what the Lopes will have to do as we take a quick look at the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game.
Absolutely, Kyle. They need to get started off right. They want to start the 2019 campaign with a bang. They want to get a big win here to start this homestand off right. They need to control their emotion. You know, Antelope Gymnasium gets real loud, so they need to use that crowd effectively. Third and finally, they just need to play well. They need to really feel it. They need to get out there and ride the emotion.
And this building is loud already as the Lopes pick up the first point of the match. And serving once again is number 7, Jack Burton. A good dig there from Burton. The set and the spike will get dug out by the Red Hawks. The Lopes looking strong early on, but it is blocked down, and the referees say it hit the line, and Benedictine will pick up a point. Serving for the Red Hawks is number 7, Jerron Jones. The Lopes will receive to Burton, and a big swing there, and it's off the ceiling. It stays in play, and the Red Hawks put it back over the net. Blocked once again, but out of play. And the Lopes will win another point, but a great effort there from the Red Hawks.
Well, there's going to be some interesting bounces here. Antelope Gymnasium, not one of the tallest venues. We've got basketball hoops, we've got ventilation stuff hanging down from the ceiling, so could see a couple goofy bounces.
And a dig there from the senior Schwob. Outside, and that is Christian Janke. And I tell you what, Luke, he is a very good freshman for the Lopes.
Yeah, he's absolutely killing it so far this season. He had 40 kills over the weekend. You know, he had 18 kills in the game against California State Northridge, so look for big things coming from him.
And the serve from number 24, Alex Shmalev, is out of play, and the Lopes retain with a 3-2 lead. And the Red Hawks will serve. This is Logan Adcock, who is probably the best player on this Benedictine team.
He's a very impressive player. He can put the ball just about anywhere. Unfortunately, there just got away from him a little bit.
As Adcock puts that one out of play. And it is now a 4-2 lead for the Lopes, with owner Sakur now with the serve. And it is blocked by the Lopes. That is number 18, Caleb Blazer. And Caleb Blazer is second on this team. Well, now he's tied for the lead with his 10th block on the year. And that is probably what the Lopes do best defensively, is they have a very tall front line, and they find a way to block the ball. And there's another one, but kept up by the Red Hawks. It'll be hit outside. And now this is Schwob off the top of the block. Good dig there from the Lopes. Schwob outside for Janke, and it'll be a point for the Red Hawks, as the referee will say. The Lopes hit that one 4 times.
Well, there's a huge height benefit here for the Lopes. Not a ton of tall guys on Benedictine, but you know what? You can't even tell with how much these guys can jump. They can really get up there and put the ball straight down into the hardwood.
And that one is straight into the net. And the libero for the Red Hawks, number 3, Jesus Izaguirre, will check back in. And now this is Janke to serve for the Lopes. He will serve it out of bounds. That is the second time that for this set the Lopes have served it long and out of play. They're going to want to have to cut down on those unforced errors.
The service errors are always a big part of the men's game, especially on your home opener where emotions really are running so high.
And big swing from Jack Burton. And the Lopes will take a 7-4 advantage here in set number 1. And now this will be one of their middlemen, Caleb Blazer with the serve. And now that is out of play once again. And the third unforced service error.
Yeah, that one just kind of floated on him a little bit more than he was hoping for. Sailed all the way over the back line.
Benedictine serve. That one is out of play. So maybe a bit of nerves from both teams here, as it's the Lopes home opener in the first game of the year for the Red Hawks. So this gym just keeps filling up. People still filing in early on in this first set, as it's a big double block there, and the Red Hawks keep it alive. Schwob with it. Burton another one. And there it is, blocked once again, but kept up. And that one will be out of play. Point to the Lopes. It is now 9-5.
Very impressive. Benedictine just running into a brick wall everywhere they go. They try to go to the outside and they get double blocked. They try bringing it inside and using their middle. Get blocked there as well. Forced to push it well over the back line.
And that is Schwob, and it is blocked, but out of bounds. And he will get the point, and it'll be 10-5 now for the Lopes. And that front line that Benedictine keeps running into is Caleb Blazer and Alex Shmelev, who both have 10 blocks on the year for this Grand Canyon University team. And that one will go off the top of the block. And that is janky once again. And I think the Lopes have found themselves a hot hand early on in this season.
Yeah, he just absolutely lined up on that one and took a hard swing.
That one came from the back line, and that is hard to do, to get that one to fall. And now Shmelev, that one will get off the block and hit the floor. And now the Lopes are hitting their stride a little bit here.
A tricky play there with the quick set right into the hit. Red Hawks just weren't quite ready for it.
Schwob again serves, and that one will go off the libero Izaguirre's hand, but it'll be kept in. And now a free ball over the net for the Lopes. And they feed Janky, and oh my goodness, did he put that one away. It is 13-5 Lopes and a timeout for the Red Hawks. And Luke, the Lopes have looked good here in this first set. We will be right back.
Hi, I'm Brittany, and this is Ask GCU. Hi, I'm Brittany Holwyn, and you should watch Ask GCU,
where we answer your questions every week.
And the points don't matter. Wait, what?
Tune in every week for answers to be questioned.
Where we answer your questions in a common, all right.
I'm a professional manager.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
And welcome back to Antelope Gymnasium, where the Lopes lead Benedictine 13-5 early on. And Luke, what have you seen so far that you like from the Lopes?
You know what? They have come out just about perfect, just the way you'd want. Kristen Janke, the freshman, playing extremely well with 4 kills already on 6 swings. We'll expect big things from him.
And another big block, and who is that? That is Alex Shmelev, his 11th on the year.
Well, along with Christian Janke on the kill, you know, the defense making a huge, huge statement early on. It's almost like they heard I didn't mention them, and they wanted everyone to know they were still here at the party.
And that is going to be a Red Hawk point that'll end a Lopes run of 7-0. And it'll be 14-6 Grand Canyon, as that one just Janke just couldn't quite dig that one out. Schwob gets a touch. And they will send it back over the net. And Benedictine will keep it off the block. And a good attempt there from Udall, trying to dig that out. He's the team leader in digs so far this season. He had 14 over the weekend.
A really strong play there by the Redhawks to keep that one up, get it back over. Good placement, able to get that point.
And a quick touch over from the Lopes, and a good swing from the outside for Benedictine. That was number 9, Logan Adcock.
Bobby Hennig to serve.
Bobby Hennig now for the Redhawks will serve, and it is 14-8 in favor of Grand Canyon. And there's another point for the Lopes as Jack Burton will put it away.
I was able to muscle it through that double block.
And now Burton will serve for the Lopes. He started off the game serving for the Lopes as well. Good serve from Jack Burton and another big block. That was number 9, Owner Sakur for the Lopes. Burton will serve again. It is now 16-8 Grand Canyon.
Side out, Redhawks.
And the Redhawks will get a side out, and it'll be 16-9.
Jaron Jones to serve.
Jaron Jones will serve once again for the Redhawks. And that one will be out of bounds. And the Lopes will regain the serve. It'll be Alex Shmelev. And another unforced service error for both sides now. They seem to be struggling a little bit with that.
Well, it's always a huge piece of the men's game. Just trying to control those. What a play there. Looked like a bit of a miscue. Was able to get that left hand out and put that one down. Devin Hill, absolutely impressive, showing off that athleticism.
He faked with the right and went with the tip with the left. You don't see that very often, but it is pretty when you see it. 17-10 now, Grand Canyon, and that one is long once again.
Yeah, Kyle, I don't think they drew it up that way, but they're always willing to take it.
Owner
Sakur now back for the Lopes to serve. They have an 8-point lead here in set number 1. And they were looking to feed Devin Hill again, and he just whiffed on that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscue.
Owner Sakur to serve.
He and his setter seem to be a little bit on different pages right now. They're talking, trying to figure out what's going on.
And you can expect that when it is your first game of the year. You're still trying to work out a couple kinks.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one came in from the back line. Good save from the Lopes. Janke sends it over. And a good dig there. And that is Will Schwob. A big swing, and he gets the kill. And the Lopes were fired up about that one. They now have a 10-point lead.
I said it before, but I'll say it again. This is absolutely the way they wanted to come out in this game.
And a little floater there. And that one will be killed by the Redhawks. And Wyatt Henson will get credited with that kill. And now the Benedictine bench is rowing the boat, and I love that celebration.
Yeah, quite the look. Now that's his 3rd kill on five swings, I believe.
And another long ball from the Redhawks. That was Devin Hill who served it out of play. And Christian Janke will serve for the Lopes. It is 21-11 in favor of GCU. Here's the serve from Janke. And a big serve there. They feed Janke, and it is a kill again. Christian Janke.
Christian Janke
Jenke will serve once again. And that is going to be a service ace from Christian Jenke as it took a touch off the top of the net and fooled the Red Hawks just a little.
Yeah, it hit that top of the net and must have come off a little bit odd for Charles Paulnow to handle. It just hit him and dropped straight down.
Jenke, a great serve again. And now Schwobel put it away. And we have come to set point here in set number 1. It is 24-11 for the Lopes. Jenke serves with set point on the line.
Well, and what a swing by the senior from Annapolis. Looking real good as we head into set point here.
And that one will get blocked back. And the Red Hawks keep it alive, but a little bit of miscommunication, and that'll be 4 hits. And now the Lopes will win set number 1, 25-11. And we will have just a little bit of a break here. The Lopes take set number 1. You're watching the men's home opener on GCU TV.
About time we watched it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck. Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. I mean, we want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
As a teacher, your calling was always to make a difference and positively impact the future. You live with a deep sense of purpose and strive to inspire generations of change. GCU's online Masters of Education degree program gives you the skills you need to grow and develop your career, while also making sure you have time for yourself and your family. Today, you can learn anywhere and anytime, giving kids a look into the technological advances that pushed you forward. Being strong and compassionate makes you a role model through this formative period in their lives. You're not just inspiring future generations of leaders and innovators to reach for their dreams, you're giving them the tools they need to achieve them.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
And welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium on the campus of Grand Canyon University in the men's home opener. We are almost ready to start set number 2. The Lopes took set number 1, 25-11. And Luke, it was just about a dominating set for the Lopes.
They looked very good, came out strong. They were hitting very well. They were blocking at the net well. Christian Jenke, the freshman, with 5 kills on 8 swings. Really impressive volleyball by the Lopes early on here. Red Hawks gonna have to change a couple things up in the huddle. Logan Adcock especially, with only 2 kills on 15 swings. Much lower than his usual. You touched on it earlier, it is their first game of the season, so they've got a couple things to work on. They've got a couple kinks to iron out. That's normal. You know, most likely we're gonna see these Red Hawks get better and better every single set here.
And of course, we touched on it earlier as well, that they are the national runners-up in NAIA from last season. They had a majority of their team return, so they're going to have a very good season. And this is testing your skill. How can you do against a big school like GCU is? but they are definitely going to want to get Logan Adcock going, as he was their leader in kills last season. He had 369 on the year, and he was averaging about almost 4 kills per set. It'll be Wyatt Henson to serve for the Redhawks to start set number 2. As they feed Shmelev, and it will be dug out very well by Izaguirre, but it is outside of the boundary, and the Lopes take the first point of the second set.
That one was just pushed way too far. It's looking like free ball. You want to put that in the back corner and just kind of miss that back corner.
Here's Burton's serve, and that will be out of play. And this seems to be a really big theme tonight, is trying to make sure that you could get those serves in play. And when they do, for both sides, it has proven to be very effective, as there is an ace for the Redhawks, and they will take their first lead. And it is now 2-1.
Yeah, quite the swing there. Jack Burton for the Lopes just couldn't get over at it.
And back-to-back service aces, and they are just picking on Jack Burton a little bit.
That's quite the wicked top spin on that serve. Looks like it's gonna sail well over, and then it just dips.
And now he'll switch it up and go floater. And that will be tipped down by Onur Sakur for the Lopes. And it is now 3-2, Red Hawk lead. This is Alex Shmelev for the Lopes. He puts that one in play. And it'll be a big block from Caleb Blazer and Sakur.
These guys are reading the play really well. They're able to set up that double block, and you've seen how effective it's been here tonight.
And a great serve from Shmelev. And another big block. And it will not be kept up, as they will call a double hit. And that is Caleb Blazer with the block, as the Lopes retake the lead 4-3. Here is Alex Shmelev once more, and that one will be out of play, and the Redhawks will get a side out. And serving for the Redhawks now is number 14, Bobby Hennig. Here's Hennig's serve. Sakur again, and a little bit tricky there from Onur Sakur, and a great play by Sakur.
He reads the court very well, sees that big space in the middle, and just puts the ball right down there.
And he will now serve it, and it'll be out of play. Redhawks will get it back. Here is Jaron Jones now for Benedictine. A bump from Sakur to Schwob, and it will drop. And Will Schwob, the senior from Maryland, is having himself a nice day as well.
A really good attempt there by Jaron Jones for the Redhawks. Almost looked like he got the pancake down, but just unable to reach it in time.
And this is Janke, who went on a bit of a tear, serving last time, as Schwob will get it to fall again. Good hustle from the Redhawks to keep it in play and get it back over the net, but Will Schwob read it perfectly. 7-5 Lopes lead, and this will be Janke again. And a big serve from Christian Janke, and another block, but it will be kept alive and outside, and that one will be rejected by Will Schwob and Caleb Blazer. Not sure if they actually got a touch or if it just took a weird bounce off the top of the net, but nonetheless, we'll give them credit with the block.
The Redhawks got a little bit too bunched up there, left too much court behind them, and ball came off the block and was able to find that space in the backcourt.
As Janke will serve it out of play, and it'll be 8-6 now with the Redhawks serving once more. This is Logan Adcock. Janke will put it over the net for the Lopes, and that'll get tipped off the hands of the block as Caleb Blazer was looking to get another one, but it just deflected off of him and out of bounds. And Luke, I tell you what, the Lopes feed off of the energy from this building, but I think the Redhawks feed off the energy from their bench.
Yeah, absolutely. The benches in volleyball, absolutely huge to get that momentum rolling, and when you've got the momentum rolling against you, they can really do their part in order to change that.
This will be Caleb Blazer to serve for the Lopes. And they will get that out of play. Redhawks looking for a touch, but the referees don't see one, and the Lopes will have a 10-7 lead. And a little float serve there. And the Lopes just couldn't get down in time to dig that one out. Great job by the Redhawks attack. So that was Wyatt Henson going to get credited with that kill.
That's his 4th kill on 9 swings.
This will be Trenton Udall to serve for the Redhawks. Sakur sets Shmalev, and it'll get blocked back at him and off his chest, and the Redhawks will get the point, and it is now a 1-point Grand Canyon lead at 10-9. And that one goes into the net, and it'll be side out for the Lopes, and Will Schwob will serve. And a little bit of miscommunication from Schwob and Sakur there. And we have ourselves an 11-10 game now. Lopes still lead. The Redhawks battling, however. And now a touch from Janke over the net, tried to go with the tip. And now the Redhawks will get a back row kill of their own, and that will tie the game.
Well, and credit to the Redhawks here. They've really done a good job changing their system a little, just little tweaks here and there to compete against this GCU Lopes team.
As they serve it into the net, and the Lopes retake the lead at 12-11. Jack Burton is back for the Lopes. Good serve from Burton, and now a big kill from the back line again for the Redhawks. And maybe the Redhawks now have found a groove of their own and a strategy of their own.
Quite the hit there. Too much for Cole Udall to handle. We'll see here how they respond. This one even 12-12.
And now the Lopes will go back to what's been working for them, and it's Christian Janke who's got a big smile on his face after that one. That will be his 6th kill of the match. Alex Shmalev back to serve, and he will serve it long. As Udall will check back in for the Lopes. Bobby Hennig is back for the Redhawks, and we have ourselves a tie game at 13-13, and a dig from Burton, and they will feed Schwob, and it is stuffed right back at him, and the Redhawks retake the lead at 14-13.
Yeah, quite the block there by the senior Logan Adcock. He's able to get his hands out, put that one down.
Good serve from the Red Hawks. They will feed Janke, and that one is blocked back at him, but out of bounds. So Janke will do good and get the Lopes tied back up at 14. Sakur is back to serve. He'll go with the floater. And off the top of the block, Udall keeps it alive, and now Janke serves it back, or sends it back over the net. Off the top of the block. Sakur setting, that's for Schwob. He'll go with the tip. And it'll be kept alive and dug out and then put away by Logan Adcock. And it is 15-14 Benedictine, as the Lopes will take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be right back.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
And we are back in set number 2. The Red Hawks lead 15-14 over the Lopes. And the Lopes just took a timeout there to try and figure out what they can do to regain the lead and put this set away.
Well, quite the big couple points coming up here. All the momentum going Benedictine right now. Their bench is really feeling it. You can see that spill over onto the court with the players. They're looking good. The Lopes using that timeout to try to take a little bit of energy away, try to get this match cooled down and going back their direction a little bit.
And we are ready to start play once again with Jaron Jones, who will serve for Benedictine, and they have a 1-point lead here in set number 2. Udall will feed Schwob, and that'll get off the top of the block, but kept alive. And a deflection off the block of Blazer and Schwob, and Benedictine will have a 2-point lead now. And man, I love watching the Benedictine bench celebrate after every point. They remind you a little bit of the Monmouth men's basketball bench from a couple years ago. But that one is served out of play, and it is 16-15 now.
Well, they're very loud. They're very creative with their celebrations. Now, I'm sure there should be a stat for an assist for the bench.
Janke serves for the Lopes, and that'll be blocked away by Blazer and Schwob. And now the Lopes have fought back to tie this game at 16. Here is the freshman Christian Janke to serve. And a wicked serve there. Benedictine will feed the outside, and now Janke, and a double touch as miscommunication from Christian Janke and Ono Sakur, as Benedictine will regain serve here at 17-16.
That one went up and hit the ceiling, came down just a little bit weird. I think, miscommunication between those two guys, and unfortunately gives up the double touch.
Now the feed to Blazer, and that'll get down. Good hustle from Benedictine. They had two guys hustling and diving on the floor, and I think one of them took it to the face. Off a deflection. Now for the Lopes, it is number 1, Ryan Losh. He makes his first appearance tonight, and his first serve of the evening will go long and out of play. And now Blazer will check right back in for him, but the libero Cole Udall will come in and take the place of Blazer. It is 18-17 Red Hawks as Devin Hill is back to serve.
And the crowd here doing their best to get some energy into this GCU team. Almost a completely different Red Hawks team. It's like we'll have a conversation here between the two referees.
Not sure about what they were having a conversation about.
Earl Capps, the up referee, and Gigi Pareto, the down referee, having a quick conversation, and we're back underway.
That is Schwob once again, and it gets down, and the Lopes have once again tied this game at 18.
Will Schwob to serve.
And Will Schwob just got the kill, and now he will try and get on a little bit of a run serving-wise for the Lopes. As Shmelev and Sakur just couldn't quite get in position to get the block. As it goes off of their hands and out of play. Red Hawk serve, and it is long and out of play once again. We are now tied at 19.
Well, and who would think, Kyle, after that first set that we'd get knotted up at 14, knotted up at 16, knotted up at 18, knotted up at 19. This second set is huge for both of these teams.
The Red Hawks have really come alive in this second set. And they maybe just needed a set to get ready and get back into the flow of play in their season. So they have a 1-point lead. As Paul now serves. And floater there, and Janke will set it down. Attempt to dug it out, but it'll go long and out of play as Christian Janke again. And now for the Lopes, it is number 25 to serve, Tanner Petchel. He makes his first appearance tonight. He has a good one, and it's in play. And off the bottom of the block, Red Hawks take the lead.
Able to push that one through the block. Very impressive. Takes a lot of strength to do that.
Devin Hill comes back in for the Red Hawks, in for the libero. Bobby Hennig to serve. Sakur sets outside for Janke. And a big swing and some miscommunication from the Red Hawks. And Christian Janke will get another kill.
Well, it was a good dig, but no one was able to get the pass, try to set up a kill attempt. So Lopes able to tie this one up at 21 apiece.
And that'll go off of Blazer's head and out of bounds. It is a 22-21 Benedictine lead.
Jaron Jones to serve.
Jaron Jones serving for the Red Hawks. Blazer will set it to Sakur, who will bump outside for Schwob, and Schwob will put it away. And he'll get credited with his 6th kill on the evening. And he ties it up at 22. Christian Janke is back deep for the Lopes, and he will serve. We are in a tie game once again. Here's Janke's serve now. That one stays in play, and it's a good one. And off the top of the block, and Schwob can't recover to get the dig. And another 1-point lead for Benedictine.
Well, I think we can say now, Kyle, that this one's going to come right down to the wire.
As it is 23-22, Logan Adcock serves with the lead, and he will serve it long and out of play. And obviously in the second set, what is carried over from the first set is service errors.
Yeah, absolutely. Motion's running so high. The Red Hawks playing so strong right now. But some of that energy just pushing too hard.
As that block goes off the antenna, so it is out of bounds. And now Benedictine is serving with a 24-23 lead. And this will be set point, which would tie our sets at 1 apiece if Benedictine can score here.
Trenton Udall to serve.
Here is, and we are waiting for the referees to give the signal as head coach for the Lopes, Matt Worley, is talking to one of the referees. And now the table's ready to go, and so are we, as Trenton Udall will serve right here for set point. And that was deafening during that serve. Schwob to keep him alive. It is dug out. Udall to Sakur, feeding Schwob, looking for the touch, and it is read perfectly by the Red Hawks, and it'll be blocked, and they will take the second set, 25-23. And Luke, that is just the second set ever that Benedictine has taken from the Lopes.
Well, we said it before the game, this Benedictine team is not one to assume anything about, because they really have come out so well in that last season there. They're looking to repeat this season, so look for some incredible things from them.
As it is t-shirt time here at Antelope Gymnasium, we will send it to Philip Katafamo with tonight's Lopes report.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. And as an RN, you delight in sharing it. But there's always room to grow. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves. Healthcare has made significant advancements, and GCU teaches you how to prepare for the future. By applying that knowledge, you're able to stay up to date with the latest medical technologies. And since GCU's nursing programs are online, you can access your program from anywhere, so you're always there for those most important.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online. Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
And we are back, and we do apologize for those technical difficulties. We will now go to Philip Katafamo with tonight's Lopes report.
I'm Philip Katafamo for this week's Lopes report. Men's and women's basketball took on WAC rival New Mexico State on Thursday night on the road and at home, respectively. The women's team was able to knock off the Aggies 54-51 thanks to 15 points by freshman Taylor Caldwell and 13 points by senior AJ Cephas. Meanwhile, the men's team hit the road, followed by a bus full of Havocs all the way to Las Cruces, where they were stunned by a game-winning half-court shot by New Mexico State basketball player Johnny McCants.
Johnny McCants at midcourt for the win. He got it!
The men's next game will be on the road against UTRGV, where the women will be right here at home against the Vaqueros. Men's volleyball have their first home game tonight against Benedictine and follow that up with another home game on Saturday against Ottawa. You can keep up with the Lopes all season long right here on GCU TV. Well, that's going to do it for me. Back to you.
And we are back getting ready for set number 3 here at Antelope Gymnasium. The Red Hawks just took set number 2, 25-23. And that is where we stand so far. And as you saw in that last Lopes report just a moment ago, it was GCU men and women's basketball last night, home and away against New Mexico State. The women took it at home by 3, and the men lost on a heartbreaker.
Yeah, absolute heartbreak. We were all kind of moping around the office this morning talking about it. Very impressive by New Mexico State. Gives you all the more confidence for when they come out here to play at GCU Arena.
We are started set number 3, and it is going to be a point for the Lopes on Owner Sakur's touch over the net. He's done that a couple times tonight, where he has just kind of looked like he was going to go up and set it and then just tipped it right over the net. Burton to serve again. And that's going to be blocked down. That is Christian Jenke and Alex Shmelev for the Lopes.
Well, set 1 went to the Lopes in a big way, 25-11. Set 2 just barely going to the Red Hawks, 25-23. We'll see here how set 3 goes.
And that'll be Benedictine's first point, as that will go off the top of the block and out of bounds. And it is a 2-1 Grand Canyon lead. This is Charles Paul now to serve. And that one will be long. The Lopes take a 3-1 lead.
Alex Shmelev to serve.
Alex Shmelev, good serve there, kept that one in play, and now a set and a dig, and Schwob just can't quite get there. Off an errant dig.
Bobby Hennig to serve.
A bit unfortunate there on the pass. Like you said, Schwab just not able to get back and handle it, try to get a free ball across.
Bobby Hennig serves. Udall digs and Jenke, and it is blocked by the Red Hawks, and they have tied it up at 3. This is the first tie of this set, as we had about 6 or 7 ties in set number 2. And they will go Jenke again, and he just couldn't quite clear the net. And maybe the Red Hawks have figured out the Lopes attack just a little bit.
Well, you know what? After that first set, I don't blame them to be putting up a double block against Jenke. They're allowing the middle to sneak away a little bit. We'll see if the Lopes can get their middle involved here.
And looking to feed Blazer, and he just mistimed his jump there. And it is now a 5-3 Benedictine University lead in set number 3. Hennig serve is a good one, and Blazer is, that was Sakur, who is just stuffed back by Logan Adcock of the Red Hawks, and they will take a 3-point lead.
Bobby Hennig to serve.
Bobby Hennig will serve once again. Benedictine is on a 5-0 scoring run. They feed Schwob, and it's a good one, but the Red Hawks will keep it alive and send over a ball from the back row. Jenke, a tip, and no touch off the block, which is what the Lopes were looking for. Don't get it, and that one goes out of bounds.
And that whole thing started with a real strong dig, real strong pass by the Red Hawks, Wyatt Henson.
Janke again, and that one goes down. Big swing from the freshman. And that will end a 6-0 Red Hawks run as owner Sakur gets ready to serve for the Lopes. Referee will give the signal, and we will start play right back up with a Grand Canyon serve. They feed the middle, and Hill is blocked, and the referee will signal a lift there on the Red Hawks as Kayla Blazer will stuff it right back home, and it is a 7-5 Red Hawks lead. It's Blazer's 6th block of the match. Outside, they give it to Adcock, and Udall will pass for Janke. Puts it over. No harm done, and Adcock is blocked but kept alive. And Udall with another dig. Sakur sets for Janke. It is blocked, and the line signals off the antenna, and that will be a Lopes point as the block went off the antenna, is what the linesman signaled.
Now it looks like the referees will come here together as the Red Hawks are gonna ask them to talk about it. Looked like it went off the block and into the antenna, or at least that's what they initially called. I think it was the linesman on the far side though, not the gentleman on this line. So they've come together, they're talking about it.
And they will keep it with the call they had. No instant replay review in men's volleyball yet.
And it'll be just a matter of time. Bench getting their explanation from the down referee.
As she will talk to head coach Ray Lewis. Not the Ray Lewis of the Baltimore Ravens, but I don't believe there's any relation there either, but I do not know for a fact. And now it is a 7-6 Red Hawks lead as Sakur will send it over. Feed the back line once again, and that one will be out of bounds, and the Lopes claw their way back to tie this one at 7. As the Lopes take a 4-0 scoring run of their own. And that's going to be off the block, but out of play, as that one was almost timed perfectly for the Lopes. Just a good hard swing from Logan Adcock on the outside.
Volleyball is such a game of momentum. Lopes doing a good job getting themselves back into this. We didn't see a lot of momentum in that second set. That one just able to sneak in there on the back line.
That was a great serve from Charles Paul now as he serves for the second time. Dug out by Janke. They will feed him again, and it'll be out of bounds. No touch. And a 3-point lead quickly for the Red Hawks.
Sharon Jones to serve.
And a touch from Burton over the net. Good hustle from the Red Hawks. And a dig out there. They will feed Schwob, and it'll be out of bounds off the block. And when you don't feed Janke, who do you feed? You feed the senior Will Schwob, which has been the theme here tonight for the Lopes.
Yeah, he has 8 kills on 17 swings. Only 2 errors.
And that is efficiency and senior leadership at its finest as Janke will put it over the net and can't quite get the dig to it on a strong swing from Logan Adcock, who will get his 9th kill of the evening. And now Adcock is the server for the Red Hawks. Dig by Janke, feeding Schwob on the outside. Kept alive and off the block. And good hustle from Benedictine to send it back over, and they will feed Schwob, and that time he puts it away. It is 9-11 now. Blazer to serve for the Lopes.
A real great swing there by Will Schwob. Very strong play by the Redhawks as well, able to play that scrappy ball and get that one back over.
Feeding Hill in the middle. Sakur set outside for Burton, and it's kept alive by Blazer, but couldn't quite get a dig and a pass away. And it'll be side out to Benedictine.
Devin Hill to serve.
Devin Hill is the server for Benedictine. And good hustle by Jenke into the crowd. He gets up, he's okay, but couldn't quite get the pass in play. But you love the effort from Christian Jenke.
Looks like the Lopes will take a timeout here. We'll take one as well. You're watching men's volleyball on GCU TV.
We have been the experts in clean since 1945. We help businesses keep their facilities cleaner, healthier, greener, and safer. We are passionate about what we do and are committed to making your workplace environment the cleanest and healthiest it can be.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit GCUHotel.com today.
And we are back here in set number 3 with a 13-9 Benedictine Red Hawk lead as Devin Hill will serve it into the net, and that will mark the 14th service error on the evening for the Red Hawks, as it is now just a 3-point lead as Will Schwob will serve. And that one will be blocked down, and that one will hit the line. And the Lopes thought that one was going to go out of bounds, but it just caught the line, and a good call from the linesman. And no argument from the Lopes bench, it does not appear, as head coach Matt Worley is talking to the down official.
That one fooled just about everyone. Lots of shock and awe coming from the Benedictine bench.
And another service error for the Red Hawks. The Red Hawks are keeping the Lopes in this one so far with their service errors. This is Jack Burton, and a service error for the Lopes now. That is their 11th on the night. And it will remain a 4-point Red Hawks lead. Jenke will send it back over the net, and the tip, but it's a good dig from the Lopes, and now Schwob will send it into the block, and the Red Hawks will limit the Lopes' attack once again, as they have played very well in the last set and a half.
Yeah, absolutely. Strong double block there on the left. Whatever they did after that first set to adjust is really working here.
They will feed Schwob, and that one goes off the top of the block and out of play, and the Lopes will get a point, and it is now 16-12 in favor of Benedictine, as Alex Shmolev is back for the Lopes.
Lopes looking to battle their way back in.
And that one will go out of bounds, just missing the fingertips of the blockers. And the Lopes will look to get on a bit of a run of their own. They did it earlier in the set. See if they can do it again. Both teams looking to stuff there as Schwob sets, feeds Jenke, and it's a free ball over the net and off the block and out of bounds. Benedictine now keeping their lead at 4.
Bobby Hennig to serve.
Bobby Hennig is back for the Red Hawks. And he will get ready to serve as the referee gives him the signal. And a good play from the Lopes, and a little bit of an error by the Red Hawks, and it's 17-14. Benedictine.
Very tricky play there. The Lopes kind of fool everyone. Red Hawks unable to recover.
Sakur's serve is in play and a deflection off, and we will save Jaron Jones there from running into our table, as that one goes out of play, and Jones is asking the official for an explanation.
Onur Sakur to serve.
Onur Sakur is going to serve once again.
In all honesty, Kyle, I missed it. I was too worried about having Jaron Jones end up landing on top of our table.
The service error there. I didn't exactly see what happened either. I think it might have gone on the outside of the antenna.
Nobody warned us how dangerous this job was going to be, huh?
Always on our toes here. Janky, a good pass, and now looking to feed him on the return, but a block once again for Benedictine, and it is 19-15, and a substitution now for the Lopes as Sakur will check out, and 25, Tanner Petuel will check right back in. Burton a pass for Janky. He will go outside for Schwob, who will go with a tip over the net. He will feed on the outside. That'll go off the head of Schwob and out of play. And now a 5-point Red Hawks lead at 20-15 here in set number 3.
It's been a whole different game after set 1. The Red Hawks doing a really good job playing the scrappy ball, doing a really great job keeping themselves in this.
But the Lopes will fight right back there as Caleb Blazer will get the kill on that one. And now Christian Janky is back deep. He will serve as the Lopes are down by 4. See if Janky can get him on a bit of a run, and he will serve it into the net. And now the Red Hawks are just 4 points away from taking a second set from the Lopes, and they have never done that. They've only ever taken 1 in their first 3 meetings with Grand Canyon. Blazer gets a big kill, and momentum shifting back, hopefully for the Lopes, and it is 21-17.
Well, this crowd really getting loud and letting the Lopes know that they're excited about what they just saw.
Blazer will get a service ace on the floater, and the Lopes are fired up, and so is this building, as Benedictine will take a timeout. It is 21-18 in favor of the Red Hawks here in set number 3. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back to the action here on GCU TV.
I can laugh, I can smile, hold my head way up high, baby, it's all because of you, yeah, I've got a new song I can sing.
Our armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your service.
And we are back with a 3-point Benedictine lead as Caleb Blazer will serve, down 21-18, coming off a service ace, and that one will go out of bounds, and the Lopes are now down by just 2.
Caleb Blazer to serve.
Glazer has sparked a 3-0 scoring run of his own to get the Lopes to back within 2. He'll go with the floater. An errant pass by Adcock, but he will be able to get it over the net. And now outside for Burton. Good dig by the Red Hawks, and that one will hit the line, says the lines judge. Lopes didn't think it did. And it is now back to a 3-point lead, 22-19. Trenton Udall will serve for the Red Hawks. Shmelev will get a good spike, but kept up and alive, and Adcock will get there. And a great dig from Jenke, but miscommunication by Burton and Shmelev. And it drops, and it is 23-19 as Trenton Udall will serve once more. Jenke will send it over, and almost drops, but kept alive. Jenke's pass, and it'll be fed to Shmelev. Great hustle from the Red Hawks, and it's kept alive again. Feeding Shmelev again. And a great rally, and it's off the block and out of bounds. As Shmelev and Burton just couldn't get it down, and we are back to set point for the Red Hawks at 24-19. And they are just 1 point away from making a bit of Red Hawks history against Grand Canyon.
And what a strong rally there. Both teams playing a good scrappy ball, but the Red Hawks playing just a bit better.
They'll feed outside, and it's Schwob, but it's out of bounds. And the Red Hawks will take set number 3. And now the Red Hawks will lead 2 sets to 1. This is unfamiliar territory for the Lopes. We will be right back with set number 4, excuse me, on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. And as an RN, you delight in sharing it. But there's always room to grow. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves. Healthcare has made significant advancements, and GCU teaches you how to prepare for the future. By applying that knowledge, you're able to stay up to date with the latest medical technologies. And since GCU's nursing programs are online, you can access your program from anywhere, so you're always there for those most important.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online. Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
And welcome back to Antelope Gymnasium. We are just about 30 or so seconds away from set number 4 here on opening night for the Grand Canyon University men's volleyball home stand this weekend. And it is a 2-1 set lead in favor of the visiting NAIA Benedictine Redhawks. As the Lopes have dropped 2 consecutive sets, what do they got to do here to stay alive and force set number 5?
Well, you know what? Benedictine Redhawks really coming out and playing well. The Lopes are actually playing better, technically speaking, when you go across the stat line. They have fewer errors, both on the attack and on service. But Benedictine really playing the scrappy ball very well. The Lopes unable to play that scrappy ball, unable to take the garbage out. They're looking to go to Christian Janke like they should, but Benedictine ready for that. They're cheating over, they're throwing that double block on real early. So the Lopes looking to change things up. Trevor Weary heads in for the Lopes here, try to change some stuff. We'll see what happens here in a very, very pivotal set 4.
And the Redhawks will get the first serve of set number 4. And for the Lopes, this is a do or die set. You never want to lose your home opener. And the Lopes are in danger of doing so. Let's see if that break and Coach Worley were able to fire up this team. The referee's just checking something at the table, making sure everybody's in the right spot. They're supposed to be on the floor. They're supposed to be. Redhawks will serve with number 18, Wyatt Henson. And we are underway in set number 4. Henson, good serve. And they look to feed Blazer right off the bat, and it is deflected away off the top of the block now. Janke gets it. They'll feed Schwob. Schwob sends it over, and the Redhawks now attack. Schwob gets a good dig. It'll be outside for Christian Janke. That'll get deflected off the block and sent right back over to Weary, who keeps it in. Feeding Blazer. It's deflected away. Schwob keeps it alive, but couldn't quite get a touch over the net on the 3rd hit. And that's where we stand. The first point of the game will go to Benedictine. It is 1-0. Henson to serve.
It's just like what we were talking about, Kyle. The Lopes able to keep that one up, but just unable to get it over the net for the free ball.
Dug out by Janke. They will feed Schwob, and it is long. Couldn't quite get it off the top of the block. That might have been where he was aiming, was for the fingertips, looking to get that touch. It is now 2-0 Redhawks. Everybody in the building is standing, waiting for the Lopes to score, as Udall will send it unintentionally back over, and it'll be blocked away by Tanner Petchel. And that's a good way to get your team fired up, is to get a big block and get your team on the board.
Yeah, to come off the bench and get a block like that, it's absolutely going to send a message to your teammates.
Udall digs it out for Schwob. It'll be blocked and out of play. Will Schwob will get another kill as Petchel back to serve for the Lopes again.
Not the hardest hit, but able to do what it was intended to do, targeted well. Lopes on a bit of a run here.
Blocked but kept alive. Looking for another block, and now a whistle. And it'll be point to the Lopes. Not exactly sure what the call is.
Looked like a net violation, I believe.
Someone was either in the net or over that line underneath it. And the serve is in play and kept alive. And now blocked by Blazer and Schwob. Great defense from the Lopes as they will take a 4-2 lead, and they are fired up. It is now a 4-0 scoring run as Tanner Petchel will get ready to serve, and the referee's whistle. And here's the serve off the top of the net, and couldn't quite get the roll over. So it is now 4-3 Grand Canyon. That is their 14th service error on the night, As Janke will get a pass away in the set back to Janke off the block. And a point to the Lopes as Janke gets a kill and will get ready to serve. Janke now has 12 kills. As Janke serves it into the net. And Benedictine will get the side out as this will be Bobby Hennig to serve, number 14 for the Red Hawks. Good dig from Udall and a good set to Schwob off the block. And he will get another kill. That is his 12th as well to tie Janke for the team lead. In blocks tonight. But Will Schwob is being a bit more effective than Janke overall in the stat column with less errors and a better hitting percentage. And they will go right back to Schwob. And he just couldn't quite get it down. Might have been a little early on his jump. And it sails out of play.
That just hit off the top of his hand. Wasn't able to snap his wrist as much on it. So it sails well over that end line.
Jaron Jones' service to Janke, who will get a pass away and get it back. And now the set to Weary. And Trevor Weary puts it away as this is his first appearance of the match. He checked in at the beginning as Coach Matt Worley looking to get this team fired up with a couple changes. And Trevor Weary was one of those, and it pays off there. And now a dig from Udall, but it is an errant pass out of play. And it is now just a 1-point lead for the Lopes at 7-6 here in set number 4. This is Logan Adcock for the Red Hawks with the serve. And it is right to Udall. And now Janke gets a tip from the back line, but it doesn't quite fall. And a big block! Who is it? It's Trevor Weary and Alex Shmalev. Huge block there, and the substitute paying off for the Lopes.
Absolutely. Trevor Weary, the 6'7" sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, really making himself felt here today. Good serve there by him.
And now Shmalev with a huge swing. And you couldn't even see that one till it hit the ground. And it is a 9-6 Grand Canyon lead. And this building is on their feet and very loud. Weary the serve again. It's outside and Weary gets a dig. Petrel outside for Janke and it falls and it's in play. Both line judges signal in play and the Lopes are fired up. And a timeout by the Red Hawks. And it is a 10-6 Grand Canyon lead on a 3-0 scoring run. And here in set number 4 on opening night, it is Grand Canyon with the lead. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with the action right here on GCU TV.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit GCUHotel.com today.
And we're back with a Trevor Weary serve. The Lopes are up 4 here in set number 4. And that timeout proves to be a smart one from Benedictine as they will kill the momentum with Devin Hill's kill. And it is now a 3-point, 10-7 Grand Canyon lead.
Well, the Lopes went to the bench to try to find some energy, and they're finding it, especially from Trevor Weary. He was all over the place on the last couple points.
Devin Hill to serve. He just got the kill for the Redhawks. Petchel feeds Shmelev, and it's gonna be a kill. Alex Shmelev picks up his third kill on the night, and he will now be the server for Grand Canyon. And it's in play and a good one. And now Janke sends it right back, and that was a rocket from the freshman. And it is now a 12-7 Lope lead.
And you know what? That's what happens when you can spread the offense. Your hot hand can get more swings. The opponents aren't going to be able to cheat over on him as much.
And a good dig from Schwob. It'll be Janke puts it over the net, and now Benedictine will attack. And it'll go out of play for the Lopes, and it is now a 13-7 lead.
And what a completely different look this fourth set from the Lopes in comparison to the last two.
Shmelev, another great serve. And now it is blocked down, but can't quite find the line. And it'll be out of play as Udall for the Lopes will check back in. And Wyatt Henson is the server for the Redhawks. They are down 5. Good stuff by Petchel. And out of bounds is the call on the Redhawks attack. And the Lopes will go up 14-8 with Tanner Petchel, the server. And that one will find the line as Weary couldn't quite get there. And he might have thought it was going out of bounds. Sure looked that way from our angle.
Yeah, just barely snuck in there.
And this is Charles Paul now to serve. And Blazer will send it over. And Schwob with a block, but kept alive. And it's Adcock, and it's kept up by Caleb Blazer. And they'll go to Schwob now. Will Schwob will get another kill. And this building is electrified with that one. As Christian Janke will get ready to serve for the Lopes. It is 15-9.
And what a great job there by the Lopes. Not the best of blocks, able to keep it up, keep it alive, and put it right back over with a strong kill.
Janke's serve is in play and kept up by the Redhawks. And an attack from the back line will find the net. And the Lopes disagree with that. As you can see head coach Matt Worley wagging his finger at the officials as everybody thought that one was out of play. And it is now a 5-point lead for the Lopes.
Well, unfortunately for the Lopes, everybody except the referee thought it was out there.
Hennick's serve is over the net, and they will feed Schwob, and Tanner Petchel can't quite recover in time to get the dig and keep it up. So now the Redhawks are going on a little bit of a run of their own, keeping it as close as they possibly can and try and get out of here with a 4-set win. And now Janke with a rocket from the back line. And that'll go off the block, and it is Blazer and Schwob once again. And the Lopes are keeping this one at a 5-point advantage. And Caleb Blazer will be the server. But Caleb Blazer will serve that one out of play. And that is the Lopes' 16th service error on the night. It has been a big theme here this evening for both teams. As there's a service error by the Redhawks.
Oh, with emotions running so high, with so much noise in this intimate venue, you'd expect a couple of those happening.
Will Schwob will serve, and it will go out of bounds. So that is now 3 serves in a row between both sides that have been service errors. And the Red Hawks and Logan Adcock will serve it down by just 4. Adcock will serve a rocket, and it's off the top of the net, and they will feed Shmelev. And it is kept alive by the Red Hawk. And out of play.
Got under that one just a little bit.
It looks like the bench for the Red Hawks is looking at the lines judge. They thought he might have signaled a tip, but he might have made a mistake, but it'll be a point for the Lopes and a timeout for Benedictine. It is 18-13 in set number 4 here on opening night for men's volleyball. We will be right back here on GCU TV.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Welcome back. We are ready to start action once again. It is 18-13 in favor of the Lopes in set number 4 as Trevor Weary will serve. And that one is long once again from the Red Hawks, 19-13. Lopes lead. They are down 2-1, so they need to win this set to force a decisive set number 5. Weary, good serve, puts it in play. And off the block and off the antenna of the hands of Christian Janke. And he is a little bit frustrated with himself on that one.
Well, the beauty of volleyball, Kyle, is if they do force set 5, all bets are off. Oh, it's a quick set to 15. Really, anything can happen. Lopes have to get there first.
And a service error from Devin Hill.
Well, that's a step in the right direction. They'll go up 20-14 here.
The Lopes are now just 5 points away with an Alex Shmelev serve upcoming from forcing a set number 5 as Shmelev will give it a good serve and a big kill from the middle by Bobby Hennig of the Red Hawks. And that is Bobby Hennig's 7th kill on the night. 20-15, favor of the Lopes over the Red Hawks. Petrel will set to Blazer, and Blazer will get credited with a kill as it will go off the hands of Hennig and out of bounds. 4 points away for the Lopes and forcing a set number 5. This is Tanner Petrel, the server. And a quick little touch over the net from the Red Hawks. And it'll be Janke off the top of the hands, and it'll be sent back over from the Red Hawks and off the hands of Petrel, and out of bounds is good hustle from Will Schwob. Just couldn't quite keep it alive.
Yeah, just a bit of a miscue there by the red-shirted freshman from Orange, California.
But right there, he'll make up for it with another huge kill. He has 15 on the night, and there's a reason why last weekend he had 40 kills in 3 matches.
Is a very big weapon for this Antelopes team, especially when he's working out well.
And a big serve, and it is called out of play. And from where we're standing, Luke, that looked like it was in the white.
It was pretty darn close. Unfortunately for us, the referee's just a little bit closer.
That is true, as Bobby Hennig will serve. They are down by 5. Petrel to set outside for Weary, and it'll get deflected out of bounds off the top of the block by the Redhawks, and Weary will get another kill off the bench. He has been doing very well. That is his second kill in this set, as he checked in at the beginning and has not left the game. And a dig by Petchel, but it'll go off the chest of Will Schwob, who just wasn't quite ready, and Blazer will check out, and Udall will check right back in for Grand Canyon, as it is 23-18. This will be number 7, Jaron Jones of the Redhawks to serve. Weary gets the pass away, and will go right back to Weary, and that will be out of bounds. His first error on the attack tonight. And they went with a little give and go from Weary and Petchel. That didn't quite fall in play.
That didn't get as much of it as he was hoping to.
And a good dig by Cole Udall. Petchel set for Schwob. It'll stay on the low side. Schwob again! And it drops!
Well, he knocked on the door and bumped into it, came back and put it away.
And now Will Schwob can serve and put the Lopes in a decisive set number 5 as they are up 24-19 with set point. And it'll be blocked by Weary and Shmalev. And that is how we force a set number 5 here on opening night at Antelope Gymnasium. The Lopes will take this set 25-19. We will be right back with the decisive 5th set right here on GCU TV.
You got me moving to a different beat. I'm singing this melody. I'm lost in the rhythm of your love. What should we fear? What need we hide from when our God goes before? In a place in my hands to fit His perfect plan for you and I.
We are back and almost ready for a decisive 5th set here in the Antelope Gymnasium on opening night for Grand Canyon men's volleyball.
Well, and if you're just joining us, it's been quite the match. The Lopes came out huge in the first set, winning it 25-11, but the Redhawks came right back, winning the second. Much closer set, 25-23. Little more decisive in the third for the Redhawks, 25-19. The Lopes turn. They look to their bench to get some production in the fourth. They find it. The Lopes able to win that match. Set 4, 25-19. Force set 5. And you know what, Kyle? All bets are off here. We're playing to 15. That's not a lot of points. That's not a lot of wiggle room. This is going to be huge as this crowd is getting really fired up.
That's right. This is the decisive 5th set. The winner take all here. And the Lopes and Tanner Petrol will get the first serve of this match as soon as the referees give us the go-ahead, as they are just making sure everyone is in position and ready to go. And like you said, Luke, the Redhawks took the middle 2 games of this match. That is the first time they have ever taken 2 sets from the Lopes. So they felt a little bit of pressure in that 4th one, going down 2-1. Then head coach Matt Worley made a couple moves, and they paid off, especially with Trevor Weary, who came up big multiple times in that 4th set, as Petrol serve off the top of the net and over, and he will get the dig as Udall will feed Schwob, and it'll be blocked out of bounds. So Will Schwob will get another kill, and it is now 1-0 Grand Canyon.
Well, quite the swing for him. That's his 15th of the match.
Petrol serve again off the top of the net, and it's an ace! Tanner Petrol. Wow, as he served back-to-back off the top of the net, and that one will fall. And another service ace for the Lopes. Petrol will serve.
It's not always pretty, but sometimes it works out.
That one almost clipped the top of the net, and now a block by the Lopes, and it is out of bounds. So now Benedictine on the board here in the 5th set. Kayla Blazer gets a huge kill off the pass from Tanner Petrol. A great attack from the Lopes. Havocs are really feeling it now. It is 3-1. Christian Jenke will serve for the Lopes, and it'll go into the net. It is going to be their 19th service error of this match. So something they're going to want to get fixed by their next match tomorrow. So hopefully they can work out those kinks, probably just a little bit of nerves, as it is their first game here at home this season. And now the attack from Benedictine is blocked back to the Benedictine side, and they will get it over. Udall will set. Petrol outside for Weary. He'll go with the tip, and it's kept alive by Benedictine and hit out of play. No touch. No, they will signal a touch now. And the boos are coming in, but the Benedictine fans love it, as that call on the tip came from the second official on the other side, as both line judges and the top head referee signaled it out of play. So a bit of a conversation now between the referees and the Lopes, as Will Schwob will come over and look for an explanation.
A very impressive play there by the Redhawks, able to get the pancake down and get it up. Well, keep that ball alive. Apparently able to get it to tip off the block. Must have been just a micro touch. But all the same, we're knotted up here at 3.
And the Lopes will have to get momentum back, as Weary will get a kill. Trevor Weary has been on fire since entering the match in the 4th set. And he will get a kill, and the Lopes will get back on the board. So the Lopes shake off that call on the last point to regain a 4-3 advantage with Blazer to serve. And it'll be a service error as it goes into the net.
Well, I'm sure coach is happy he put Trevor Weary in. 3 kills on 5 swings. He's having a field day out there.
This is Jaron Jones for the Redhawks to serve. It'll be for Weary again, and the whistle blows and it gets down. The referee has signaled the point as Weary acknowledges it, and he has been the bright spot since set number 4. And you know, Luke, when you have Will Schwob and Christian Jenke, you have a phenomenal attack. But it gets better when you get production from everyone else, like the Lopes have this evening. And Now Udall will give it to Petchel, who will feed Shmelev, and it gets down. And Alex Shmelev will give the Lopes a 2-point advantage on his 4th kill of the night.
And you know what, Kyle? The Lopes were playing with their back up against the wall. They make some big moves. All the guys on the court are thankful that they did.
And that one gets out of bounds, or it hit the line, it appears, as the point will go to the Red Hawks. And now Logan Adcock will serve. It is a 6-5 Grand Canyon advantage here in the final set of this opening match. And it's a dugout by Udall, who feeds Schwob, and it'll go out of bounds. And we are knotted back up at 6 apiece.
Logan Adcock to serve.
Adcock back to serve for the Red Hawks. He's been slightly underperforming for them tonight.
Adcock serves it out of play, and that is the Red Hawks' 18th service error of the evening. And now Trevor Reary will serve with a 1-point advantage as the tension is building in this match in the decisive 5th set. And it is blocked down by Shmelev. And the Lopes will take another 2-point advantage. And we will switch sides halfway through the 5th set. And it is an 8-6 advantage for the Lopes. We will be right back on GCU TV with the remainder of this 5th set in a moment.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
And we are back. It is an 8-6 Lopes advantage here in set number 5 of the home opener of 2019 and this exciting men's volleyball season. The Lopes come into this game ranked number 15 nationally, and Trevor Reary is ready to get us going again. And that'll be off the top of the block and a point for the Red Hawks. It is now 8-7 GCU.
And what a roller coaster this game has been. Lopes took the first one, they dropped the next 2, able to take the 4th and force game 5. And my goodness, this has been back and forth.
And another service error for Benedictine. That is their 19th of the match. And another 2-point lead for the Lopes, and Alex Shmelev will be ready to serve on the referee's whistle. And Luke, anytime you play a non-division 1, 2, or 3 opponent, they always show up to play, and it is no different here from the NAIA school, Benedictine. As Schwob will send a rocket over and off the top of the block. Weary keeps it alive, but Shmelev can't quite get there. And Shmelev gets up holding his mouth.
Well, you know what? I can't lop enough praise onto Benedictine. They have come into this hostile environment and played very, very well.
And now outside for Jenke, and a great dig by Benedictine, but it goes out of bounds, and Christian Jenke gets credited with his 15th kill. So Will Schwob and Christian Jenke both with 15 kills on the night for the Lopes. It is 10-8 as Tanner Petchel will serve. It is outside in a tip. Petchel will dig. Blazer back for Schwob. And Schwob just hit that one way out of bounds. Heads up if you're sitting in the bleachers on that side.
Yeah, that one just got away from him.
And Charles Paul now to serve for Benedictine. It is 10-9 in favor of Grand Canyon. For Jenke. And it'll be dug out there, and Weary keeps it up. Jenke again. Dug out, and the Lopes will get the attack once more for Blazer. And it is kept alive, and Blazer gets a tip, and now the Lopes are looking for a call. And I think the Lopes were looking for a lift or a double touch there. And the boos coming once again from the GCU faithful. And we are knotted up at 10 in the 5th set. We played a 15 in set number 5 instead of 25. So 5 points away now for the winner. And Udall, good serve. Will feed Jenke. It'll be blocked down, and Benedictine takes their first lead of set number 5. And they are fired up along with their fans who made the short trip from Mesa, Arizona to the campus of Grand Canyon tonight. Petchel, Blazer couldn't quite connect as Caleb Blazer maybe jumped a little too soon. And now the Lopes will take a timeout of their own as they have now gone down 12-10. Benedictine's on a 3-0 scoring run. We will be right back for the final few points of set number 5 on GCU TV.
We have been the experts in clean since 1945. We help businesses keep their facilities cleaner, healthier, greener, and safer. We are passionate about what we do and are committed to making your workplace environment the cleanest and healthiest it can be.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit GCUHotel.com today.
And we are back. It is a 12-10 lead here in the 5th set for Benedictine out of Mesa, Arizona. They are up 12-10. And Paul now will serve it over. They will feed Schwob, and it gets down. And Will Schwob will cut the Red Hawk lead to just 1. And the freshman Christian Jenke is ready to serve as the Lopes are trailing 11-12. Jenke gets the signal from the referee. Throws the ball in the air, and we are underway. And a great dig by Jenke. And a great dig again. Weary will send it over. Great job from the Lopes, and now a big spike from Logan Adcock. And it is 13-11, and the Red Hawks are starting to feel it. Maybe their first win against the Lopes. And their first win of the season. And now a substitution. It'll be Devin Hill into the game. Hennig serve is in the net, and the Lopes will stay alive. It is 13-12 now. And Luke, the pressure is mounting for both sides.
Yeah, a huge point here for the Lopes as Caleb Blazer heads back to take the serve.
Blazer will get it over the net. And now an attack from Devin Hill, and it's deflected out of bounds. And now the Red Hawks have match point. And it is 14-12. It will be Jaron Jones. And we will take another timeout as the Lopes will down by 2, and it is getting ready for match point. And Luke, it's a close one here, and the NAIA school out of Mesa is 1 point away from a big upset.
Yeah, absolutely. They've come into this very hostile building. They're playing very well. You know what? All credit to them. It's not easy to come into Antelope Gymnasium. It's a small, intimate stadium. It's so loud. A lot of their fans making that short trip from Mesa, but even still, a lot of purple and white here in the building.
The Lopes have been able to keep getting back into the sets that they have dropped. And they're going to need to get back into this one very quickly. And it starts with this serve that will be coming in from number 7, Jaron Jones. So he can feel the pressure, as this could potentially be match point, and you know the Lopes defense is ready. And who do you go to on the attack right here if you're the Lopes?
You know what? Trevor Weary is really having an awesome match here. He's in the back row, so he's going to have to make quite the play to do it. But Shmilev as well, looking very good for the Lopes.
And it is very loud on that serve. They will go to Weary, and yes, it will drop. And the Lopes are down by just 1. And the server will be the senior out of Annapolis, Maryland, Will Schwob, who has a team-high 16 kills tonight.
Lopes looking to tie it up here off quite the kill from Weary.
And we just talked about it. You called it. And now Schwob serve. Oh, he just served it, and we had a timeout by the Red Hawks.
Well, I will absolutely take credit for that one. Weary, quite the play. Came forward, able to put it down. Quite impressive. The Lopes needed that right there. They need one more to bring this one even.
And the Lopes will talk about in this huddle is their strategy for getting this game tied. And you know that the server is the senior, and that is what you want back there is your senior. And he has experience. He's been here for 4 years. He will be ready to serve when we get back here in about 25 seconds away from play remaining. And Will Schwob has just had a great game this evening.
Yeah, what a crazy game here. Will Schwob, not the highest hitting percentage he'd like to have, but a good, respectable 16 kills for him. You know what? This has been a lot more tense than I think the Lopes were hoping for from their first game. But what a great test to start out a strong homestand.
And owner Sakur checks back in for the Lopes. He has not been in since the end of the third set. Schwob puts it over. It will be received and set. And that is a good dig by Cole Udall. It'll be for the senior Schwob once again. And now outside, they're going to go to Adcock. It is blocked by Alex Shmilev and Trevor Weary. And this building has just erupted. And we are tied at 14. And now it is win by 2. So the first team to score 2 consecutive points will win this match. And it will be the first point advantage to the Red Hawks. And a big kill as Will Schwob just couldn't quite get back into play. They will make a substitution. It'll be Tanner Petrel for owner Shakur. And now Logan Adcock to serve with the game on the line once again. And a good job there. They will feed Schwob. And they'll drop! Will Schwob again! And they crawl their way back into it once more. Tied at 15. Schwob will get his 17th kill. And now the sophomore Trevor Weary is the server. And we are tied in set number 5. Everyone on their feet right now. And it'll be off the block. And Schwob keeps it up. They'll feed Shmilev. It'll drop! And the Lopes will take a 16-15 lead. And the senior Alex Shmilev will force a Red Hawks timeout. And we will take one more quick break with the Lopes up 16-15 right here on GCU TV.
armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your service.
Welcome back. Trevor Weary gets ready to serve with match point on the line for the Lopes. It is 16-15. Here is the serve. And it's a good one in play. Lopes go with the Red Hawks go with the tip, and it'll be outside for the freshman Jenke. And it'll be kept alive. And a big block, but dug out. And now outside for Paul now. Weary keeps it up. Udall for Shmelev now, and he will tip. And they'll have to send it right back over. That's Jesus Iziguer. And now Petrol for Shmelev again! And it'll fall! And the Lopes will win it here, 17-15 in set number 5. And wow, what a way to open your home season, winning in the 5 sets. The Lopes will move to 2-2 on the year, and the Red Hawks fall to 0-1. And Luke, we talk about so far, we talked about Schwob and Jenke, but let's talk about the substitution made in set number 4 with Trevor Weary.
Yeah, absolutely. The sophomore, 6'7" from Phoenix, Arizona, had quite the match here. Coming in the 4th, 5 kills, 1 error on 8 swings, giving him a 500 hit percentage. Absolutely incredible. He made quite the application here to be in the rotation more often.
And a great substitution by head coach Matt Worley. He had to do something to get this team rolling. He made a substitution and it worked. So the Lopes will beat NAIA school Benedictine out of Mesa, Arizona for the 4th straight year. But hey, Benedictine, they're going to have a great season. They're coming off a national championship run. They finished 2nd last year. They only lost 9 matches overall. So Benedictine has proven here tonight that they are supposed to be where they were last year.
Huge credit to them. Absolutely incredible. They have proven that they're competitors. They're worthy of that number 2 spot in the NAIA, if not the number 1 spot in the NAIA. It's going to be a fun season for them. You know what? The Lopes looking to perform well again this season. It's going to be quite the season. Don't miss their next home game tomorrow at 4 p.m. right here on GCU TV. They'll take on Ottawa University. I'll be on the call. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully less exciting than this match was.
That's right, and thanks for watching. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. For Luke Larkin and everyone here at GCU TV, I'm Kyle Borg. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night, and go Lopes.